How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Regen Dream Team Career Mode series. This will be the 5th episode of the series, and if you do go on to enjoy this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. The support on the first 4 episodes has honestly been absolutely brilliant, and to anyone new that has just subscribed to the channel, welcome. I know there's quite a few of you that have just come along. And if you're not really too sure what this series is or what the objective of this series is going to be, because I've had a few questions in the last couple of episodes asking me what the whole point of this series is. If you want to check out the first episode, then click the eye in the top right corner and it will take you back to the first episode. But this episode will be us trying to fit as many games in as possible. We're going to be simming quite a few games, but at the same time, we're going to be playing quite a few important ones as well. The first one of those being against Manchester City away from home in the Capital One Cup. And this is going to be the team that we're going with for this game. It's going to be quite a strong lineup because I do want to try and beat Man City. Although I don't necessarily want to prioritise the Capital One Cup, I still think it would be good to beat Man City here. Just make a bit of a statement and show our intents for this season. And we look at the other teams that are remaining in this tournament, and if we do end up beating Man City here, we have a really good opportunity of going far in this tournament. Ibra's Regen has 4 goals in his last 3 matches as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if he adds to that today. Looking at the Man City lineup, they've got a few interesting players indeed. One of them being Andre Wisdom. He's about 89 rated, and I know that because I'm England manager. He looks absolutely incredible, and they seem to have quite a lot of youth players as well. And it's going to be a corner here for Manchester City. A good opportunity for them as it's whipped in, and we haven't dealt with it well. And Sterling could have scored there. It was pretty much an open goal, but he was facing away from goal when he had the shot. Oh, wow, that is one of the worst touches I've ever seen. Oh, my God. How on earth has Boga missed that? I do not know. He really should have scored, considering he was about 6 yards out from goal. Boga going down the wing, getting the cross in, and oh, my God. How on earth did we not concede there? That was a weird looking save there by Buffon's Regen, but it worked, so I don't really care. As long as the ball doesn't go into the back of the net, I'm absolutely fine, whatever he does. 10 years down the line, can you really see Man City still having Raheem Sterling? I've got a feeling 10 years down the line, he's going to be plying his trade in China, earning about £5 million per week. I really wouldn't be surprised. And it's going to be here to Dani Alves's Regen. We're going to play it out wide. Perfect timing of the pass, and can we get the cross in? Yes, we can. And it's a brilliant, well-worked move. And again, Philip Lahm's Regen gets on the score sheet. I think he scored it in the last episode, and now he scored once again. The timing of the pass was absolutely key here. I rarely ever do triple tap crosses into the middle, but they seem to be pretty damn effective. And again, we intercept off of Sterling, and a good opportunity to break once more with Ibra. Just absolutely skinning everyone. And he's going to keep on going and have a shot. Oh my God. How unlucky is that? He hit both of the posts there. That is just crazy. Humphreys intercepts, and it's here to Boga, who has done me this time. And a brilliant save by Lucci. Oh my God, again, it's a scramble in the box, and the defenders just don't seem to be communicating whatsoever. Oh my God. Are you serious? I've never seen anything like that before. In the 85th minute, it's Lahm's Regen getting his 2nd goal in probably the weirdest fashion I've ever seen. We play the through ball here. You think the goalkeeper's going to have it as it's a pass back. And then that happens. He tries to kick it out, and he just kicks it right into the face of Lahm, or chest of Lahm, and it goes into the back of the net. Oh my God. This game is just, wow. I've never seen anything like that before. And there we have it. What a crazy ending to that game that was. Honestly, the last 15 or 20 minutes of the game, I just don't understand what happened, to be honest. The first goal, scored by Philip Lahm's Regen, was absolutely perfect. It was a brilliant, well-worked move. And then he got his 2nd goal, and I just don't know what to say about that. I'm absolutely speechless. The goalkeeper he should just retire right now, because that is a disgrace. I think it's fair to say I haven't ever seen anything like that from the AI. I've seen it before in online games, but that's been on purpose, not by accident. But it's quite interesting to see that Ibra didn't get on the score sheet, and instead It's the right back that we substituted off the bench getting a double. And that means that we're through to the next round. And it looks like we're going to be playing Southampton. And we do now have a game that we're going to sim against Sunderland in the Premier League. I'm hoping that we can get a win because we don't really want Crystal Palace to be running away with the league. We end up winning this game 2-1, which is very good. And again, it's great to see that Ibra's Regen gets himself another goal. Pretty much the same players as beforehand, but we're going to be bringing in Ribery's Regen because his finishing is pretty low and I do want to get that up a little bit. No growth from that session, unfortunately, and some pretty average results. But now we're going into the next game of the episode, and this one is so crucial. It's going to be against Borussia Dortmund in the group stage of the Champions League, and you'll see exactly why it's so important in just a minute. But we're going to get into this game and we're going to hope that we can get a win. Regardless of what the group stage table is looking like, I still want to win this game. But looking at it, it is very important. We are currently top of the table and we need to make sure that we win this game, because if we lose, Atletico Madrid could easily leapfrog us and we could easily go down to third again. Henrik Mkhitaryan is still in the game at 36 years old. I believe they still have Royce playing as well, which is quite admirable actually, that they've still got those players in there. What was that? Was that a legitimate shot? I think it was. How on earth did he get there from that angle? He was literally right next to the corner flag and that almost went in. Oh my good God. And again, it's a brilliant ball to split the defence, and that's what happens when you've got such a good passer in your team. And it's going to be Ibra's Regen cutting inside. Surely that's a foul. And it's going to be a penalty very early on in the game. A yellow card for the culprit. And now it's going to be a penalty. I'm obviously going to give this one to Ibra's Regen. He won it. He's going to take it. But will he score it? Yes, he will. Only just about though, because Berkey does go the right way. But he's unable to get a hand to it. Oh, that's really just stupid from me. Why did I even go in for that challenge? That's going to be a red. God's sake. Yep, there we have it. Red card incoming. 3, 2, 1, red. Oh, why did I do that? That's just so unnecessary. I was trying to win the ball back, trying to be clever, and in doing so, I get chopping Ribery's Regen sent off. That's just reckless. And this will be the formation we're going with for the second half. It's going to be a bit of a weird looking formation, but it's just what we're going to have to go with for the time being, because obviously we're down to 10 men now. I'm going to go with this formation and it shouldn't really affect our play too much. It's going to be Iniesta's Regen playing this one inside. And again, we've got some space here for Ronaldo's Regen, who's going to make it 2-0 in this game. And that's a really good finish. And considering we're down to 10 men, I'm surprised we've managed to score that. I just love that outside of the foot animation, especially when you score it. It's just so satisfying. I just can't explain why. Now it's going to be Cesc Fabregas on the ball. You can try and play it inside. He's done really well there. And it's going to be Tevez to finish off the game. And he can't quite score. It's a good save by Berkey. Goes Ronaldo. Lovely turn. Really doing well there. And he's going to keep going inside and having a shot. And it's a brilliant save again by Berkey. Considering the circumstances and the fact that we were down to 10 men, I think we've done incredibly well to win this game 2-0 and keep a clean sheet. But now we do have a game against Fulham, which we will be going ahead and simming. And we're going to go ahead and skip this one. And we do end up winning 5-1. What an absolute annihilation. And everyone, well, there's 5 different scorers there. All of our front 5, if you like, ended up scoring. Once again, though, we're going to have a bit more player training after that. And hopefully some growth from this one. And it is good to see that Buffon's Regen has gone up to a 79. So Ibra's Regen has come to me saying that he wants to discuss wages. And I would be more than happy to give him a contract extension and more wages per week, because he has just been absolutely phenomenal this season. He's currently on 80 grand. He wants 120 grand. And to put it into perspective, that's really not that much at all, especially as he's scored 18 goals already this season. No fuss there, as the Ibra's Regen does accept his contract as expected. Now we do have a game against Middlesbrough though, away from home, and after 12 games in the league, we're currently top of the table. Bournemouth and Crystal Palace have slipped up a little bit, and Spurs are only 1 point behind us. And we do end up getting a 1-1 draw from this game, so not really the best result considering Middlesbrough aren't really the strongest team. Remember him saying he wants to leave? Big news now, I've signed the contract you offered. I've decided to stay at the club because I doubled his wages and now he's got a lot more money. You could argue there's nothing really to play for in this game, but you could also argue there's a lot to play for. We're currently top of the table with 9 points in the group stage, so we might as well sim this game and skip, and we end up winning 3-0. And it's going to be Televisor's Regen getting 2 goals, and also Ibra's Regen getting 1 as well. And there will be 2 more games that we're going to sim before we play the final game of the episode. First of all, we're going to be simming this game against Southampton. And I know it seems like we're simming a lot of games, but there are a lot of games this season. If we're going to get through the season and we're going to finish off the objective of this series, we've got to be simming a lot of games. We end up getting a 1-1 draw, but it's not the end of the world. I guess you can think of it as handicapping myself by simming these games, but it doesn't really matter because it makes it more of a challenge and a lot more interesting, because we've got more chance of losing a lot more instead of just running away with the league the whole time. And again, another home game, this time against Aston Villa in the Premier League. This will be the final game that I sim in this episode, and we end up getting another 1-1 draw. Are you serious? Wow. I'd expect us to win that. We're at home and we're playing against Villa, but we still ended up drawing. And unfortunately, after that game, we do see some bad news as well. Jordi Alba's Regen's going to be out for 6 weeks with the torn hamstring. And we're going to have to be playing a few players out of position at left back, such as Yaya Touré's Regen, like I have been doing. Because we don't have any other left backs in the squad, basically. You could argue that this game that we're going to be playing against Atletico Madrid isn't really important, and we could sim this one and probably get a good result. But I am going to play it regardless, because it will decide if we finish top of the group or in second place. We've qualified regardless, so that's good, and we've only lost 1 game so far. We're on the same goal difference, we've got the same results as Atletico Madrid. It's all just going to be down to this final game. But I would like to finish top of the group if it is possible. And we're going to be playing this game right here to find out if we can do just that. And here we go with Ibra's Regen. Trying to cut inside. And we've done well there. Surely that's going to be a foul. It's not. And we've still got the ball. And we've done well to keep hold of it. And now it's going to be Ribery's Regen having a shot. And it's a penalty. Yes, it is a penalty. Wow. I'm a bit surprised by that, because there was a bit of a pause between the decision and him falling over, but there you have it. We've got a penalty early on in this one, and of course it's going to be Ibra's Regen to take this penalty. Hopefully he's going to score, and yes, he does end up scoring. He goes to the left as he always does, and we do end up making it 1-0. The perfect start to the game in the perfect way for Ibra's Regen to get his 5th goal in the Champions League so far. And it's Ribery inside to Ibra's Regen with the shot. I thought that was on target for a second, and what a goal that would have been had it have gone in. Just wait for the run. Wait for the perfect time to play the through ball, and we've got a good opportunity here. And what a save that is by Oblak onto the post and out for a corner. We'll play it again. Here to Ronaldo. What a good little turn that is, and then somehow he's got through all of those players. And that's got to be one hell of a goal by Ronaldo's Regen. You look at that. He does a nice little fake shot to get round 1. A really poor challenge from the next one, who should have done better there. And he got round the third, who was just standing there and watching him have a shot. It's going to be Carrasco on the ball, getting the cross into the middle. And it's a brilliant header by Müller. But it's not on target, unfortunately, for Atletico. And we get away with that one. Oh, that's not good by me. That's just poor. That really is poor. And they win the header again. This time, Müller puts it on target, and he can't quite beat Lucci. Once again, we win it back really well. And it's Tevez creating the space. And now it's going to be Ibra out here to Ribery's Regen having a shot. And he does end up making it 3-0. And that is certainly game over now. This all wouldn't be possible, all these goals that we're scoring, without Tevez just making the pass before the assist. He really does do well when he picks up the ball in that centre attacking midfield / centre forward position. He just sets up so much space, and Ribery does end up scoring. And there we have it. We end up getting a 3-0 win in this one. And that is a very, very good way to wrap off a very successful episode. But this will be the end of this episode of this career mode. And if you have enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I've got a bit of a question for you guys at the end of this episode. And that's whether you want me to show the sim games in the episode, or if you want me just to show the results in the calendar as a whole. I know some of you will be disappointed with the amount of games we've been simming, but it's the only way to get this series finished. And it's the only way to to make good progress as well. And since FIFA 17 is just around the corner, I want to get this series finished before that game comes out. And I also want to try and maybe fit in another season with Wimbledon. But since we are approaching the January transfer window for the next episode, make sure you let me know in the comments down below what players you want me to sign. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.